Well, today has not been a good day. FIFA isn't with me right now. She's getting an MRI done. It's about 8 o'clock right now. I'll just tell you kind of what happened, I guess. Walk you through it. So, we went over to a field this afternoon, get her daily exercise. I had the chuck it, which helps me throw the ball farther, and we're just playing fetch. And she went out probably 30 yards. She went to catch it in the air, and I remember her jumping up, and all of a sudden she just started crying, a cry I've never heard before from her. And I dropped the chuck it and ran. And I ran to her, and I fell down next to her, and I held her, and she was still crying. She was in so much pain. I don't know what it was. I thought maybe she had broken her leg or her knee had given out or something. She doesn't let me do this ever before, but she was kind of falling. I held her around my chest, and she was just falling onto my chest, just letting me hold her. I picked her up with my left arm coming in front by her face down through her chest, my right arm supporting her back legs, and I carried her to my truck. And I kept telling her to lay down, and she didn't know how. She wasn't able to. She couldn't figure it out. Did a U-turn, and I went to the vet that I always go to. Right now I'm worried that she's gonna be paralyzed. She's not going to be able to make a full recovery. I'm just going to wait for the vet's call, and when he calls, I'll put him on the speaker, and we can kind of all listen.
That's Dr. Payne. How are you?
Hey, good. Thanks for calling me back.
Good. I've got really good news for you overall. We're back with FIFA from the MRI, and this is about the best type of back injury as you can get, because it's non-surgical and it will resolve with time.
Oh, good.
So it is that type 3 disc, which is a high velocity disc. So when she went up for that ball, when she came back down, a little bit of that fluid that was inside the disc came out, but it came out at a high velocity, and so it basically bruised the spinal cord.
Okay.
And so it is more on the left side, which is why you're seeing her kind of limp. It looks like she's limping, but I think it's more neurologic on the left side.
Okay.
That's also why she's lost some of the neurologic function that we had talked about before.
Yeah. Well, this
also
is good.
Explains kind of the tall, stilted walk that she's got going on in the front. So we did scan the entire spinal cord. The back, the neck is fine. Everything else is fine except for that one spot. So, really overall, really good news. So, we'll put her on some steroids, just a short course of steroids, just to help with any inflammation. So,
I was worried that we'd have to do surgery.
Yeah, no surgery. Physical therapy sometimes can be helpful, and there is a physical therapist that I can get some information for you on if you want to pursue that.
So you think when she jumped up to kind of catch the ball, that spinal fluid just kind of shot out a little bit on that one side, huh?
Exactly, the disc.
Weird.
The disc
yeah, it's just like normal fetch, It's just such a weird thing to happen, but...
Yeah, it is weird, and it doesn't happen super commonly, but it definitely does happen. And like I say, of the back injuries, this is by far the best.
Good.
Because the other thing is you definitely want to restrict your activity for probably the next 3 weeks or so. Really restrict that activity. No running, jumping, as best as you can.
Do you think it's genetic at all, or do you think it was all from that just activity?
Genetics doesn't really play a role in this particular thing. It's just kind of a freak accident.
Yeah. Good. Okay, well, this was the best outcome I think I could have asked for, so.
Yes, absolutely.
Good news. Okay, I'll be over there in about 15.
Sounds good.
All right, see you soon. Thanks, doctor. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. If there's anything else we can do for you, please don't hesitate to call.
Okay, will do. Thanks, Jared.
No problem. You have a good night.
You too. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Hi, baby. Hi. You okay? Good girl. Can you lay down? Come here, baby. Can you lay down? Good. You're okay. Good girl. I know. Good girl. Okay. Just make sure you can lay down. Alright. She's peeing a little bit. I lost a little bit of control there. She's on the meds right now, on the painkillers, so she's definitely loopy. She's got some neurological stuff going on, but as you guys heard, Doc said that this was best case scenario as far as this kind of injury. What a night. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. She's probably exhausted. Anyway, I appreciate everyone watching the video and watching FIFA and I and our adventures and vet visits together. Today scared me. Today really scared me. I thought I was either losing my dog or she would be paralyzed and I wouldn't be able to take her on hikes or outside, and worst case scenarios kept going through my head, but I'm grateful that we lucked out and it was something that she's gonna be able to recover from. So I started a GoFundMe. If you're interested in donating, I was inspired by some folks on Instagram and on Facebook and some local friends. Alex Southward from Great Britain, shout out to you. Thank you, man. You really pushed me to get it started. I'm anticipating, without pet insurance, we would be upwards several thousands of dollars. I don't know where it would be. We'd be probably at least $5,000 in out-of-pocket expenses. But basically, because I've got pet insurance for her, I've had it for her since she was a pup, it's totally worth it. It's paid for itself hand over fist at least twice now, with all of the stuff she had when she was a puppy, with the the vaccinations and the spay and all of that, and then this emergency, and then just random vet visits for random emergencies that weren't as serious as this one. Anyway, big shout out. Thanks for letting me thanks for inspiring me to do it. My out-of-pocket expenses I anticipated would be at least $500 after pet insurance still, because pet insurance, they don't cover 100%, and we still have weeks and weeks of therapy left as well, so we've got a long ways to go. She does especially, but we're gonna get through it. And if you want to donate, I'll put a link in the description. Don't feel obligated to donate. If you can, that would be great, but honestly, we're going through such hard times, a lot of us are financially right now, that if you're not able to, don't worry about it. Oh, I did want to mention that any proceeds, all donations here are going to be used for her medical expenses, for physical therapy, prescription medication, and all that. And if we have any overage, I do want to get her some treats and some toys, because she's literally locked in the house, and you know how the breed is. They want to get out, they want to run. She's never been cooped up for more than a couple days, so this is going to be hard for her. So I want to get her some treats and some toys while she's here. And if there's anything left over, I want to keep everything in a separate account, so that if she ever does have medical issues, that's an emergency fund for just that purpose. If you want faster updates, check us out on Instagram. Handles or tags or whatever we call that thing. Link to those are also below. Thanks everyone. See ya.